hear from Orthodox Jews, people like Tovia or Ben Shapiro, different different yeah, Jews that claim that they keep the law of Moses, right? That's fascinating because you see things in the Bible, you see in such as Leviticus, you see things like burnt offerings, meat offerings, peace offerings, sin offering, trespass offerings, all these different offerings for sins. I've I haven't seen that happen in Israel. This is the law of Moses. So why are you claiming that you keep the law of Moses? None of these are being kept. That's lying. You're not keeping the law of Moses. You don't keep the law of Moses. These are supposed to be brought to a priest uh, from a priestly line. Is there a priestly line in Israel? No. Have you kept a jubilee? When's the last time you proclaimed a jubilee in Israel? Um, I mean, just law after law after law is not kept, and I think the funniest thing about it is half these guys don't even live in Israel, right? They live in like New York or something like that, Canada, right? And they're proclaiming that they keep the law of Moses. Really? Well, I'm sorry, but there's not a temple, definitely not in New York or Canada or California or wherever you're at, the UK, wherever. There's supposed to be a temple in Israel. There's supposed to be a priestly line. You're supposed to be taking these sin offerings or these different offerings in the sacrificial system to be making atonement for yourselves. None of that's happening. So I think it would be best if you guys would just be honest, because that is one of the commandments. You shall not lie. So you don't keep the law of Moses, and you can't keep the law of Moses, right? So then what are you doing and to be right with God? Since you definitely don't keep the law of Moses, there's not a Jew on the planet that keeps the law of Moses. How are you right with God? Did God make a way for you to be right with him? Do you believe the Bible? Because the Bible says there's a way, and if you just keep reading the Bible and you get to books such as Daniel, or if you just believe the prophets, you would know that there's a different way. Jeremiah speaks of a way. So don't tell yourselves, for one, and don't tell other people that you keep the law of Moses. You don't keep the law of Moses. I can count I can count hundreds of laws of Moses that there's not a Jew on the planet that keeps. Okay, so you don't keep the law of Moses. Be honest with yourself and be honest with other people.